Hi there, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. Last week, my wife had surgery, and the week before that, I had to take my father down to the ER, and he was having problems with his leg, and he was actually admitted for a few days while they did some tests. And luckily, both of them came out fine. They're both home. My wife, Lisa, is kind of recovering. Her deal was kind of a procedure. It was an outpatient, but it's going to take her the rest of the week to recover from that. But the point I'm getting to is I got thinking, and I see so many sad stories. I go into the nursing homes, and older people are so so easily thrown away, I should say. I the children or even just the system itself just wants to get rid of them and put them in a corner and forget about them. And I've seen that a lot. I go in there, I see all these lonely people, and they're wanting to see their children, and they just don't come. I'm sure you're not that person, and I bet a lot of you watching have probably already lost your parents, and that's always a sad thing. I have both my parents. I'm very lucky, but I'm to that point in my life where there's going to be a lot more to do. There's emergencies. Now, my father, of course, his wife lives with him, and he has people over there that help him, which is nice. But there's times that I do what I can. I'm not much of a caregiver. I try to be. My mother, she's in California and doing really well. She was living here, and we spent a lot of time with her. But my father, I believe, is 82. My mother's 81, and they have their problems. My mother fell and broke her back a couple years ago. So they both have been in and out of the hospital quite a bit. And I know if you're living a busy life, sometimes you have to drop everything and take them to the hospital, take them to an appointment. You have to excuse me why my eyes are watering. It's a little breezy out here today. But you have to take the time. And I think it's important, if you're younger and you still have your parents, it's important to show your children that you're taking care of your parents, because what they see you doing is probably going to happen to you. So I think it's really important that way. And it's just you should take care of your parents. They raised you, and it should be a no-brainer. But again, and if you can help an older person that's not even related to you, so many times I'll go to the store and I'll see this little old person in their power chair, thing, and they're with their cane beating something on the top shelf, trying to get it down, and it only takes 2 seconds. I walk up and, hey, let me get this for you, and then they're so appreciative, and even if you go out in the parking lot, you might see someone struggling to get in their car. Some people are proud and might actually snap at you a little bit. I've had that happen too. But at least offer. I think that would mean a lot to them. And going back to the nursing homes, it's so sad that our health care system is so jacked up. It is horrible. Now, ideally, you should be able to get home health care. That would be wonderful, instead of going to the nursing home. Even, they have in-home hospice care, so you can be comfortable during that. But it depends on your health care. And that is the crappy thing. A lot of people's health care does not cover that, in-home health care. And I don't know, maybe a lot of you have it. Please let me know if you have it, if your insurance, covers that. I just, again, I read this on the internet, and anything on the internet who knows if it's real or not. But I heard that possibly this administration might actually give money to the people, you and I, and have us pay for our own health insurance. And that would cut out the government altogether. And that would, cut out all this extra money going to these insurance companies. And actually, I'm all for that. I think they should definitely take the government out of healthcare. Seems like when the government gets involved in anything, it kind of goes to crap, and then money gets abused all the way around. So I saw it one place. I don't know if it's true or not. There's a lot of fake things on the internet. But if that was to happen, I think it would be a wonderful thing, because older people, man, everyone's getting it from all angles. It's just, if it's not healthcare, it's your property tax. They keep going up, And for us, that's one of the reasons I'm selling this property, is the property taxes are pretty high on all of it. And we just can't sustain that forever. So the idea of selling everything, getting a smaller home with a smaller yard, just enough I have to build a garden, whether it's raised beds or not. I love gardening, and that has to happen. But anyways, it's a shame what I see older people going through. So, and if you're an older person, even help another older person. Check on each other. In the winter, we lose power. And it's nice to have a little group of older people that check on each other. A lot of people do not make it through the winter. They lose their power, or their power is cut off, and they freeze to death, and it's horrible. So check on your parents. When my mother was up here, she was living alone, and I checked on her once or twice a day. And if she wasn't feeling well, I'd go up there. She wasn't very far from me. But it's important. Take care of your elders, and let your children see how you take care of your elders. I think that's really important. So thank you very much. This is a shorter video. Until next time.